Everyone, it's Demolition Derby for Life. I am gonna do another video update on my model cars. I officially have finished every single model car I have, and now I don't know what to do. I do have a couple that I kind of want to, or I have one that I want to repaint, kind of change up the design, and then I have another one up in its new home that I have to finish painting, but I'm just don't know how I want to do it yet. But I had a subscriber that gave me he actually gave me one of the new model cars that I have. It was a metal one. It's a little different. But yeah, and I totally forgot I actually had a model car that was metal too, that I had hidden away, and I totally forgot about it, and then I finally found it and I turned it into a derby car. But here we go, guys. Here are the final cars, and I also had this little truck. This was I think it was like my sister's, and it was like all white, and then it had horsies on it and whatnot. So I just like, oh, I repainted it quick, and it doesn't look too bad. Try to leave it the best I could. I mean, there's a few, like, it's not perfect, but it's good enough that I like it. And then this was one of the model cars that a subscriber gave to me. It was like all purple, and then I repainted the interior, give it a rollover bar, down bar, one down bar, and a couple pillar bars, a few there. This one I'm actually gonna repaint. I mean, I like the colors. I'm gonna do the same color-wise, but I'm gonna repaint it to look a little different. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but it's just not what I pictured it would be like. So yeah, nothing really too special, but yeah. The next one, this one was actually the one that I like was my old model car. This is metal. It weighs probably about like half a pound, like not even half a pound. It's a little heavy. And I actually went with Demolition Mission's his green Lincoln car. Tried to get it the best I could. Kind of did it my own kind of way. Just did a bunch of alien invasion stuff, a bunch of UFOs and buildings. I thought about adding fires and whatnot, but I just said screw it. Back bumpers are plastic. They're like those came out of like spares that I got with all my other model car kits. I don't even remember what it was. This was like a dragster car type deal. Here's the car was actually already this like green, but I decided to repaint it. I actually didn't have a steering wheel in there, and I actually just glued one on that I had a spare of. That cage was already in there, or it was part of the kit, and then I just added a front bar and then two side bars for the cage, a dash bar. I was gonna add headers, but I said screw it, because that just would be too much work. This one, let's see if I can get the hood open. Oh, there we go. That you bugger. But there's the engine in there. This one I actually didn't add a dash bar because I left the dash in there. I should have added one in, but I didn't. There are sidebars in there. They're just hard to see. But I like this one. That one turned out pretty good. The trailer I actually got from the subscriber. The one that gave me this car also gave me a trailer. It was red up here. I mean, as you can see right there a little bit. I didn't get all the paint. Took the tires off and then I covered the rims so that way they stayed silver or chrome. But the rest of the trailer was all like the wood was, well, brown, and then the other part of the trailer was gray. So it's like, oh, I didn't really like it, so I decided, well, I'm gonna paint it all black. And it actually turned out pretty nice. So now I got two trailers for model cars. Not quite long enough for two cars, but it'll work. And the final one is the 1940 Chevy, I think it was. Chevy or Ford, I can't remember. But this one was the one that I was debating on turning it into a derby car or an actual like driver model car. And I did a lot of thinking, a lot of debating, and I decided that I'm gonna turn it into a derby car. I went with since it was an old vehicle, I just did it as a chain car. I actually took the time, I cut a bunch of small chains. They were actually from a necklace that was broken, so I cut it all off and I added a bunch of chains. We got 4, 6 in the back, right to the back bumper. Still kind of moves, but I think this one turned out really cool. Painted the interior. I did add a cage in here. I could barely see. You can barely see it. Let's see, lighting. But right on the back side of that white, there's a blue cage back there. I went with an American theme since a bunch of these older cars were made in the US, so why not? I was going to add stars, but I decided not to because I'm not very good at painting stars, but whatever. A few more chains on the door. Since it's only a 2-door, I got pretty lucky with just chaining in 3 spots. And then I was going to chain the hood, but I didn't have enough of the necklace to finish it off. But I could do 2 up front to hold on the front bumper, which it looks so good. I like this one. Can't really tell, but the chains actually make it look so much better. Tires are just regular street tires because back in the olden days they didn't run those like Bobcat tires, what they normally run. So I just went with regular street tires, which I'm glad I did because they just make it look more realistic. And then the motor, I didn't do anything special. I just left it. I mean, it's not sitting. I mean, I can pull the motor out. It's not sitting in there right. I might repaint a little bit of it, but otherwise, it's just a stock motor. No headers, no nothing. I wanted to make it look somewhat realistic to a old vintage derby car. This one I actually spent a long time building. Like, this one took me probably about a week to actually build the whole, like the frame, put putting all the parts together, just kind of making sure everything looked pretty good. And then once I had everything built, I quit. I just didn't do anything else with it. I just decided that I didn't know what I wanted to do with it, if I actually wanted to do a derby car or if I just wanted to do a actual car build. But I'm glad I did a derby car because that looks so cool. Just that old look and then painting it up like that. It just looks so much better, I think. It didn't come with a gas tank. It didn't come with battery. Otherwise, I would have glued them inside. But this one I'm most proud of because the frame you had to build. The frame you had to build from scratch. Like all this was all in like 50 different pieces, and you just had to glue them all together. But I think it turned out really nice. Looks so different with the hood on. Hood on? Hood off. But there you go, guys. There's my final derby cars. I don't have any more at the moment. I have been looking for more. I mean, they're hard to come by around my area. I mean, I could go and try to find some online, but I feel like only paying like a few, like $15 for them. But I mean, they're fun to build. I definitely recommend doing it. I just started doing it this year, and I just think it's a lot of fun. But there you go. And here's the little area for all my new derby cars, or for all of my models. This was actually my grandpa's little truck. It still works. He collected a lot of them, and so that's gonna sit in here. This was actually a present I got from like when I was 12. We actually have one of these skid steers around the shop. If you've seen it in previous videos, 450 CT. And then just another little random toy that I've had since I was little. So it's a John Deere. But there's the new spots for all the derby cars. And then up front, up top. Spent a lot of time on these. A lot of long nights. I mean, I stay up until like 4 in the morning building these. But there you go, guys. There's a bunch of derby cars that are gonna collect dust for many, many years, until maybe one day my kids will want to sell them, or maybe I'll even sell them. But that's their final resting place, sitting right in there, right in this cabinet, until I move and maybe do a different thing. But thanks again, guys, for watching all my videos. I really appreciate it. This last weekend, or no, was it this? It was this last weekend. I did an ice race again. Videos are starting to go up, so I'll probably have a bunch of videos of the ice races before this one goes up. But I am gonna do an aftermath of the car, because let's just say I got a little aggressive out there, but it was a lot of fun. I do recommend, if you're in the Minnesota area, go on Facebook and type in Minnesota Ice Racing. I can't remember exactly. Ice Races or Ice Racing. And there you'll have a bunch of that stuff pop up. Or I think it might pop up, but they have rules on there, and then you can build cars to there. And I had brought a couple buddies with me, and they said they had a lot of fun, and they're actually thinking about doing it this next year. So There are no more races this year. They do 2 a year. So, yeah. But definitely check it out. I do recommend it. It's a lot of fun. And then, yeah. So, thank you guys for watching all my videos. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. Or don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Keep forgetting to do that. If you like these videos and you want to see more, like I said, hit the subscribe button. And, yeah. But thank you guys. I love you guys. We'll catch you guys later.